Hello, tech friends, and thank you for tuning into Emerging Technologies in Business, where we take a deep dive into different technologies that are impacting businesses today and in the very near future. I'm your host, Brock Riney, and this podcast is brought to you by Kincannon XR. Let's talk tech. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Emerging Technologies in Business. For today's show, we're going to be talking about the world of 3D printing and its use cases. You might have also heard the term additive manufacturing when discussing 3D printing, and the two have really become synonymous due to the increase in precision, repeatability, and material ranges. But 3D printing, or at least the thought of it, was first recorded back in 1945 in a short story called Things Pass by Murray Leinster, in which he writes, "I feed magnetronic plastics, the stuff they make houses and ships of nowadays, into this moving arm. It makes drawings in the air, following drawings it scans with photocells, but plastic comes out of the end of the drawing arm and hardens as it comes." And that's pretty amazing when you come to think about it, is how close Leinster's foresights really were about 3D printing all the way back in 1945. But the originating term for 3D printing originally referred to a process where it deposits a binder material onto a powder bed with an inkjet printer, and the inkjet printer heads layer it layer by layer. But more recently, the popular vernacular has begun using the term to encompass a wider variety of additive manufacturing techniques, such as electron beam additive manufacturing and selective laser manufacturing. And 2020 actually broadened the horizon and opened it up. Really, the lowering of the cost of the machines and the increased quality, it's allowed the vast majority of the world the ability to enter into the 3D printing world as a more reasonable cost, with the machines being around $200 for an entry-level one. And then with more cost-effective printers, usually being the fused deposition modeling, or FDM printers. In later 2021, a British patient named Steve Verzi received the world's first fully 3D printed prosthetic eye from the Moorfields Eye Hospital in London. And 3D printable models are typically created using computer-aided design, otherwise known as CAD. Or sometimes it uses plain digital camera or photogrammetry software, but CAD tends to result in fewer errors, and really when you start comparing it to the other methods. But errors in printable models can also be identified and corrected before the printing actually happens. And when it comes to material, it's been a bit of a sliding scale with some of the latest innovations. While traditionally 3D printing focuses on polymers for printing, the method and the materials utilized is rapidly evolving to include not only polymers, but metals and ceramics as well. In fact, there's even a company in Austin, Texas, not too far from me, called Icon. And they're actually making 3D printed houses utilizing concrete with a large 3D printing machine. And they actually built 4 homes on the east side of Austin, Texas in early 2021. And 2 of them sold within days of listing. And the homes feature a large covered front porch, covered parking, open concept floor plans, bespoke interior design, vaulted master bedrooms, and a large north-facing windows with secluded office bedroom spaces and minimalist architectural aesthetic. All 3D printed. China is even using AI alongside with 3D printing, and they're trying to build a 590-foot tall hydropower dam without the need of a single human worker. And the expectation is that this dam is going to be fully in use by 2024. The project uses unmanned trucks, bulldozers, rollers, along with other equipment, with researchers saying their method really eliminates any human error and safety concerns for any of the workers. If this ambitious project comes to fruition, it will likely be the world's tallest structure built using the 3D printing process. It seems like every day and many day-to-day job roles are soon to be replaced with autonomy and 3D printing as it continues to innovate and hit the business world. But what's something you would like to see 3D printed? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like our channel and subscribe to our channel and all of our social media as well. You can find us on social media at Kincannon XR or at ETIB Podcasts. And I hope you enjoyed our episode on 3D printing. And of course, I wanted to thank Kincannon for sponsoring our podcast. I've been your host, Brock Riney, and we'll talk a little bit more emerging tech next time. Have a good day.